Final standings for the regular season: in first place, it's Team Liquid, with CLG taking second and a guaranteed spot in the semifinals. Then in third, it's Team Impulse. Gravity drops into fourth, followed by TSM in fifth and Team Dignitas in sixth. Cloud9 made a last-minute surge to claim seventh place, knocking Team 8 into eighth place. Enemy Esports is in ninth, and Team Dragon Knights end the split in 10th. And we have the seeding for our summer playoffs, so let's see how it's filling out. Facing off in our first quarterfinal best of 5, it's Team Impulse versus Team Dignitas. Then in our second quarterfinal, it's Gravity going up against TSM. Now the winners of those series will secure a semifinal berth and take on CLG and Team Liquid respectively. So there you have it, gentlemen. Thoughts on this bracket? I know you were about to jump into a little bit of something in terms of how those matchups play out.
Yeah, I probably would have wanted second there in that tiebreaker for first, because I'd rather play the winner of TIP versus Dig than the winner of Gravity versus TSM.
Conspiracy.
Oh, yeah, right now.
Double F would never get hooked like that.
I'm saying they played their hearts out, but that would be my take on it, personally.
All right. Well, they regard all of the games across the board during the playoffs, as you mentioned, Kobe, because of how close the top end of this table has been, all split long, should prove to be very exciting. But of course, here now are the 5 players who came up big in their positions this week, starting in the top lane with Impact.
Not only did he have a deathless Shen game, but his double Gnar games back-to-back, he also gave the first-place finishing team, Team Liquid, a run for their money and really made them have to earn that spot.
All right, well, then we move on to the jungle. We find his teammate, Rush.
Yeah, we mentioned Impact. Rush goes hand in hand. Those two guys, top 2 jungle and top laner combo right there. Rush, he had not only an amazing Nidalee game, which Dominate, to be fair, was very close in the runnings here for this spot. Also had a really great Nidalee game, but Rush doing this with a mid laner who just moved into the position. Plus his Evelyn game where he had the most damage done for anybody in the entire game. Really, really hard carrying coming from this guy.
Our OP mid laner is Ninja. Now, he dipped into his bag of champion picks and came up big with Aurelia and Zed, helping his team go out with a 2-0 weekend. That's doubling their wins on the split as it had been prior. Then, of course, we go to the AD carry position. We find Piglet.
Yeah, Piglet. He's been such a consistent performer for this team. And I mentioned earlier about the troubles that they had initially bringing him to this team. He's adapted so well. He's seamlessly integrated with the team now, and he's definitely at the core of their success.
All right, finally, our support is Smoothie.
And we talked about integration with Piglet, but this is Smoothie's first competitive team. He was extremely nervous on stage, and he's the only non-Korean speaker on the team. He got to play Thresh finally, which is something he was looking forward to, but it's rather bittersweet that he ends up as our OP support, but his play and comfort this week earned him this spot despite the 10th place finish. So big shout out to Smoothie's improvement in adverse situations, and great job, and I hope to see you in Challenger more, man.
Could probably make a montage of the number of Thresh saves he had this weekend. Right place, right time, all of the time. But the player who grabbed our top honors this week is Impact. His Gnar ultimates were huge in turning teamfights around today, and he helped Team Impulse finish the summer split strong, going 9-1 in the second half of the split.
And that one game that they barely lost was so close as well. He was doing everything he possibly could to get them that victory.
Yeah, part of the reason why the game went as late as it did was because of all of the work that Impact was doing on that champion. A force to be reckoned with when we go into playoffs.
And he's doing all of this and making these games so close with a new mid laner that they barely even got to practice with. So just showing that he's staying strong in his own right.
Yeah. 2 scrims is what they got with Gate as the mid laner, and during that time they actually had Xiao as support, so...
They didn't even get the full roster.
That's their practice. They didn't.
Right, they were still waiting for Adrian to arrive back at the house. My goodness. Well, the summer split is at a close, but you won't have to wait long to get your League of Legends fix. The LCS playoffs kick off on Saturday, August 8th, first in Europe with Unicorns of Love taking on Rawcat in their best-of-5 quarterfinal matchup. Our North American LCS coverage gets underway Saturday, August 8th, with, that can't be right, that's August 8th twice in a row, with our first quarterfinal series between Team Impulse and Team Dignitas. And on Friday, July 31st, tune in... Whoa. Yeah, there it is. That's correct. 31st.
Whoa!
Tune in for... They're reversing the dates on me. Okay, so yeah, Friday, July 31st, tune in for a special show match on the Black Market Brawlers game mode. That will be hitting Summoner's Rift soon. We know that you know that we know that many of you may have seen or not seen what a lot of you think was or was not a possible spoiler.
It's all scripted.
And at this time, we can neither confirm nor deny the veracity of that claim. But you'll have to watch and find out if it was all some sort of meta troll or not. But that's for us. That's it for us, folks. On behalf of these guys and the entire live broadcast crew, thank you for watching, and good night. Yeah, Kobe's going to get wrecked in that game.
How did you know?